Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be doing an election prediction between Joe Biden as the Democrat nominee and Nikki Haley as the Republican nominee for president. Right now, Nikki Haley seems to be in second place in the polls, in the primary polls, although significantly behind Donald Trump. Obviously, this is a stretch to assume that she would be the nominee of the party in 2024. Donald Trump most likely will be the nominee. Of course, DeSantis, I believe, is either tied with her, slightly behind her. I don't know, right around her, but she has significantly caught up and gained a lot of traction in the last few months. So this is a hypothetical matchup between her and Joe Biden. When you look at the actual polling data, she's even doing better than Donald Trump against Joe Biden, who's already doing exceptionally well against Joe Biden. I can just pull up the Real Clear Politics polling aggregates. Of course, this is just spread of all the different polls by NBC, but you see Michigan. She's even doing better than Trump in this poll today, where Trump's up 5 against Biden. Haley's up 11 against Biden in the state of Michigan, a state that Trump is expected to win by a significant amount. Um, Nothing significant here with Nikki Haley, but when we look at the general election, Nikki Haley versus Biden, Haley's up 11 points against Biden. When comparison, Trump and DeSantis are up 5 and 4 points. When you look at, let's say Haley's up 10 against Biden in this poll, you see Trump versus Biden, that's only Trump up 4, so there is a significant difference there. Nikki Haley in the polling data seems to actually be a stronger candidate than Donald Trump. Now, in the actual Republican Party base, Donald Trump is liked far more than Nikki Haley. So obviously that has an effect. But if she's the nominee, this is what I believe is going to happen. I don't know what that is. Um, so I'm going to leave the state of Oregon out because when you look at the data, I mean, we saw a poll in California where Biden's up 13 points. That's insane when you think about it. Now, do I think Biden's going to win California by 13? I think he'll probably win it by a lot more. But the fact that he's only up 13 in California says something. So when we look at the margins, specifically in Oregon, Connecticut, New Jersey, slightly less Democratic than states like California, states like New York, Vermont, which is one of the most liberal states in the nation. So that gets Biden to 152 safe states. Nikki Haley's safe states are going to be a significant amount, and you're going to be surprised. So actually, the entirety of Nebraska, I'm going to put as safe. Nebraska second. She'll do very well among suburban women. I'm not even going to consider Nebraska second congressional district as a possibility for Biden at this point. Kansas and Oklahoma are all safe. I'm going to leave Texas out simply because of the trends in Texas. But as we look at the trends in Iowa and Ohio, when you look at the polling data, Trump up 10 points. I'm not sure what Haley was up. I believe it was about that much or more. Then that's what it is. South Carolina, a safe Nikki Haley state. I'm going to leave a lot of the other toss-up, quote-unquote toss-up states out of it for the moment, but they are going to be put in the likely category. Likely Biden states. This will be Connecticut. This will be New Jersey. This will be Oregon. And then also the state of Colorado is going to be a likely Biden state. Likely Haley states. Here we go with a dagger. We have the state of Texas, the state of Florida, the state of Georgia, the state of North Carolina. Um, are all going to be likely for Nikki Haley. I'm also going to include the state of Wisconsin as a likely Haley state, getting her to 261 electoral votes, 9 away from the presidency. Getting into the lean Biden states, I'm going to give Biden the state of New Mexico, Maine's at large. I forgot to include Maine's second congressional district as a likely Haley district. Lean Haley states, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Nevada, all leaning in favor of Nikki Haley, getting her to 313 electoral votes. Tilt Biden states. We're going to give Biden the state of Michigan. We're going to tilt. We're going to give Nikki Haley the state of New Hampshire. I believe she'll actually do very well in the northeastern area. And then the state of Michigan. It comes down to Michigan. I believe that Biden's going to tilt Michigan in his favor. Of course, it favors Democrats nationally. But as I said before, Nikki Haley is very, very favorable among suburban women right now. Joe Biden's polling numbers just across the board, among young people, among old people, white, Hispanic, women, men, is just abysmal. And with Nikki Haley on the ticket, she's a moderate Republican. She appeals to a broad base of voters. She's establishment, but she also is not, she's not as establishment as somebody like Liz Cheney or as Paul Ryan. So she is able to have that outreach. And I do think in the suburbs in Virginia, in the suburbs in, Georgia, of course she's going to do well. South Carolina, she was the former governor. Um, the Rust Belt. So I think that she does better than Donald Trump in the general election. Of course, 4 electoral votes better. It's hard to give even somebody as solid a candidate as Nikki Haley, the state of Minnesota or Virginia. I mean, you're gonna have to see, very, very bad polling for Biden out of those states for me to consider giving them to Nikki Haley. It doesn't mean she can't win them in a hypothetical election. It just means she's gonna have a difficult time. Forgot my bad about Oklahoma. Of course, that's not going to go to Joe Biden at the moment. I don't believe that the North Dakotans are going to do that. But 317 electoral votes for Nikki Haley, 221 for Joe Biden. Nikki Haley elected 47th president of the United States, the first ever woman president, and I believe the first ever Indian American, because I believe she is technically an Indian American. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts on the prediction below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and have a good day. I will see you all very, very soon.